I'm being held accountable, and there's several different people within the community, and it's not just us. It's not just here on YouTube. This is a small segment of the United States of America, right? But think about this for a second. There's a large demographic of us that are called coons, sellouts, divestors, and now you have a large community of women that we don't even hold accountable, but they've been trying to get with white men who ain't really fucking with them anyway. They just fucking own them and then sending them back to where they came from. You get called every name in the book. You get ice grill, you get robbed, you get looked at funny. Anything that you do well, you think you better than everybody else. Don't matter how many people you help, don't matter how many people you employ, no matter what your intentions are, the fact that you married a black wife, got a black child, they will take the very prototype of what it is that we think is supposed to be the black community's poster child for what a family is supposed to look like, and they will put your wife on the front page of their live stream in order to get your attention just so they can try to hold you accountable, even though your life is a reflection of what it is that they supposed to be seeking in the first place. And then I go over to the store to stop and get my liquor, and fucking Sam, short for Samantha, is already asking if we want to come and hang out on a boat. And it's a strong possibility I'm probably going to do some business with her husband in order to level up and make it even more money. So let me ask you a question. Right? Are you supposed to go where you're tolerated or where you celebrated? Because it's not all white people. It's some white people that's full of shit and they some pieces of shit. And it's some great black people. I know them because a lot of them are a part of the bag chasers. Do you go where you celebrated or do you go where you tolerated? Just curious. Just curious before we really get to cooking on this live stream right now. I'm going to read the super chats. I promise you. I might even drop the link in the description for y'all to be able to cam up. Do you go where you celebrated or do you go where you tolerated? Because listen, if you can get a white man that'll take care of your three kids by your three baby daddies and be able to deal with the fact that your baby daddies that you still dealing with is calling him a bitch ass white boy, then by all means, go ahead and divest and rock out with that man. If you can get you a good Asian man that will take care of your kids and deal with your bonnet chronicles and the fact that you wake up with your breath stinking every day and you late even for a meeting, even though you work from home, by all means, go ahead and get him. Because what I, in my opinion, believe is, why would we want the worst of us to be amongst us that's actually trying to do the work to help and build things and be a reflection of the things that we advocating for? Let's mine this out. Let's really, really mine this out, y'all, right? Freaknik. 30 years ago. Freaknik. 30 years ago on the Millionaire Morning Show today, I showed exactly what the women were like during that time. Now, we only got a small snippet of it because it was way worse. How do I know? Even though I wasn't one of the ones that attended Freaknik, I had brothers. And my oldest brothers are 6 and 7 years older than me. So let's just say 1995, right? In 1995, I was 13 years old. And that would mean that my brothers were 19 and 20, which is right in the thick of things, right? And so I was very, very familiar with what was going on with everything because my brothers immersed me in a culture and they educated me and they hit me to the game, which is one of the reasons why I have to give them a large, I'm going to read Super Chat shortly, thank y'all. I got to give them a lot of credit because they put me up on game. It was wild. And those same women from 2023 to 2013 to 2003 to 1993 and 1983 and even 1973 were for the streets. They were for the streets, man. I'm telling you, if some of y'all went and got a DNA test right now, you would find out that the man that you thought was your father probably ain't even your daddy. I don't want to encourage it because I don't want to continue to break up a happy household right now. But I'm trying to tell you, the man that think that he your father is a strong possibility. All of those years that you were curious as to why he thought the way that he thought, or why y'all really didn't look alike, or why you was only 5'2" and this motherfucker was 6'7", that ain't your daddy. The only difference between now and then is that it wasn't social media at the time. But I'm telling you, hoes has been hoes since the beginning of time and over the last 50 to 60 years, because that is the demographic of people. From 18 all the way up until whatever it is, you 60, 70 years old, it's a strong possibility that you're going to restream this or watch this. Yo mama, yo daddy, your grandmother, your great grandmother, TT, CC, BB, and whoever it else is that you can name, they was all hoes, bro. And they were better able to hide it because we didn't have what we call social media today. And so if you telling me for the last 30, 40, 50 years, this shit has been the same, what progress have we made within the black community, or more importantly, the culture? I know it go back longer than that. I'm just going to keep it within the last 50 years, Lonnie. I know it go back longer than that. I'm going to keep it within the last 50 years. What progress? Because please don't sit here and tell me that a group of YouTubers are going to be the ones that power forward within the black community in order to bring everybody together. Man, fuck you. Go where you celebrate it and not where you tolerate it. At what point did we not have women? Because I'm going to get on my guys too. You know I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. At what point did we not have women hoeing it out, ruining it? Because let's be clear. Let's be absolutely honestly clear. It's not about whether or not you get married. It's about how you go about doing it. You can't slut out your whole life and then sit here and talk about why it ain't no good black men available for you. You've given everything about yourself that was good about yourself and pure about yourself to every and anybody that didn't give a fuck about you.